Radical acceptance in the context of anxiety disorder recovery. What is it, and why do we use that particular phrase so often? We often talk about accepting anxiety as the better path out of a chronic or disordered state of anxiety. But that's a really hard sell, because for people who are stuck in those states, they have learned to be very afraid of their own bodies, their own minds, and their own emotions. It's really disruptive to be chronically anxious or dealing with an anxiety disorder. It's terrifying. It feels out of control. Many people will say that it feels like their own bodies and minds have betrayed them and become untrustworthy. And I get that. It's really, really difficult. So how are you supposed to accept something that is so difficult, that you hate so much, and that you fear so much? Well, that's why we call it radical. Special thanks to Tara Brach for popularizing this term, but she's really onto something. We call it radical acceptance because the way out is considering that you must accept your reality, even though you hate that reality and you want it gone at all costs. But if you are choosing to try to control, manage, or escape it, and that doesn't work for you and hasn't worked no matter what you do, well, the only other alternative starts to be, I have to start learning to work with this instead of fighting it. I have to learn to start to accept that this is what I have and learn to do better with it. Well, that's pretty radical, isn't it? And that's why we say radical acceptance.